Best guess for the winner. That's very, very difficult.
That is a really tricky question. We're starting to coalesce into the top 5 at the moment, but if I had to guess a winner...
My best guess of the winner would be between the Kia EV5 and the Toyota Camry.
Maybe Polestar 3. I'm not 100% sure, and you can never tell until you get into that judging room.
Best feature I've seen.
Oh, there's some really clever interior tech going on, some really clever storage solutions. Now that we've got lots of electric cars, they don't have transmission tunnels, so there are some really cool cubbies, like the Volvo's EX30, for example, has got this kind of drawer that shoots out of the center console there, where you can put things and then hide them away. I really like that.
The Tesla Model 3's indicators, because I know some people absolutely hate it. I don't mind it too much at all, and I quite like it.
I love the circular center screen of the Mini, sort of like high-tech and old school at the same time.
The best feature is the manual gearbox in the Mustang.
Worst feature, okay, touchscreens. The world is still touchscreen crazy. It just doesn't work, particularly in cars like the MG Cyberstar, where you can take the roof off, you get sun glare, you kind of find yourself trying to poke little fonts and buttons. It's just a nightmare to use. Go back to buttons and dials in my book.
Why does everyone have to come up with a different way to do door handles?
I'd have to say the Renault Megane's door handles. They're just unnecessarily fiddly, and the door handle really did need to be reinvented.
So if you have to explain to someone how a door handle operates, it's probably not the optimum design.
Probably everything about the Tesla.
Polestar 3 is the best looking car here by some margin for me.
Can I give you 3? Can I give you 3? I reckon Mustang for classic muscle car oomph. MG Cyberstar, it's got heaps of personality. It's got Lamborghini doors, like scissor doors, how cool's that? And probably, again, Volvo EX30. The car we've got is bright yellow, so it looks like a gigantic tennis ball, and there's heaps of visual interest going on with the lights and that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool.
I'd have to say the most handsome car here is the Mazda. I really like its sort of proportions. It's got the long bonnet, the short front overhang. I just think it's a very attractive car, and I feel proud to be driving around in it.
I think the Polestar 3 might be the prettiest thing of the lot.
I really like the MG Cyberstar. It's probably the most eye-catching thing here for sure, and the doors are pretty cool.
If I had to pick one car that I had to own, it might well be the Mustang Dark Horse. It's the only one with 3 pedals and a stick, and I'm a little bit old school and I like that.
Mustang. Don't even have to think about it. It's the best Mustang I've ever driven. We've got the Dark Horse here. Looks great, sounds great, gearbox is awesome. And who doesn't love a V8 muscle car?
Ford Mustang.
I would drive away in the Ford Mustang just because I love old fashioned.
Best interior, top 3 for me. Polestar 3, some really cool details in there, like the tweeters for the really expensive sounding sound system. The car behind me, Hyundai Santa Fe. This one's got a green and cream 2-tone interior. Doesn't sound like it should work, but it absolutely does. But for me, the most impressive cabin is the Mini Countryman.
I really like the Polestar, actually. I was surprised how good the Polestar is.
Yeah, Polestar 3 is a very good interior as well, but the Volvo EX30 is quite similar. They're both standouts.
The Mini is just super fresh, really funky, really original, but without reinventing the wheel. It's just such a cool place to sit. It makes you feel special. I really love it.
I can tell you without a doubt which car here will be the best in 10 years' time, and it will be the Toyota Camry, because it will still be going and it won't miss a beat. I can guarantee that.
I think Toyota Camry, it's survived 30 years so far, and I think it'll just keep ticking along.
That's tricky, because we're kind of at this weird point in the automotive world where there's a new technology coming out, but the problem with new technology like electric cars is they tend to be superseded pretty quickly. So for that reason, I'm going to go old school. I'm going to say the Ford Mustang V8. You know, that is at the end of its life cycle in some ways, and I mean, you can't really improve on a V8 rear drive manual muscle car, can you?
I think the Ford Mustang will be the best in 10 years, only because there are so many EVs here and they're sort of like a smartphone. They're going to age pretty quickly, but a 5-litre naturally aspirated V8 and a manual gearbox is not going to age anytime soon.
The Camry, because it just won't break down. But radically, I'd probably go with the Mercedes AMG. That's what I'd want to keep in 10 years.